Hey everybody, good morning. It's Sunday. I am late. I'm sorry. It was 9:55 and then I went, oh yeah, I got time to do some other little things, and then it's 10:01. So I'm sorry I'm late. Hope you're all doing well today. My name is Alison and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Westminster, British Columbia in Canada. And I hope I'm live. Let's see if I'm live. Keisha usually joins me. Good morning, Keisha. How are you today? Okay, I'm doing my thing to make sure I get all my things done. Let me just make sure all my little places are recording. And Keisha would tell me if my sound wasn't on. So I'm going to trust that my sound is on because she would tell me. Okay. I'm good today. I'm tired for some reason. I don't know. But other than that, I'm good. Oh, I know why I'm tired. Good morning, Diane. I was cutting yesterday for our catalog lunch, and it was a lot of cutting. That's all I'm going to say. So I think I was just tired from that. Oh, my goodness. Gosh, my hair looks kind of all over the place today, doesn't it? Yikes. Oh, well. Today I'm going to, or we're going to play with the Trees for Sale stamp set and the tree lot dies, which are free, of course, as you guys know. When you purchase $120, you can earn those dies for free. So we're going to play with those. Hi, Jennifer. Good morning. Do they? Oh, you're going to love them. They really are. Like I love them, but I'm sad because the dies are Sale-a-bration and they're going to be gone by the end of August, if not before. We were told, some of you will know this, but Diane won't know this. We were told, Diane, that anything from Sale-a-bration is while supplies last. So I hate those words, those three little words. Other than what's for dinner, when my kids were little, I hate while supplies last. So it is while supplies last. So I think those are going to be super popular. And the other one that I think is going to be super popular is those hippos. They're everywhere and they're absolutely adorable. The dies with the little glasses. Oh my gosh, you guys got to get them. Hello, Trisha. How are you today? All right. I think we've got a few people here so we can get started. Let's flip over to here. I'm going to take my tea with me. All right. Who else? Hi, Janet. Good morning. I think that's everybody so far. Okay, so we're going to use what we were talking about, the aforementioned adorable Trees for Sale. Here we are. There's a stamp set. And then you can earn the dies. If you guys don't have these, you have to get them because they're super, super cute. I made a card. I think it was last Sunday, wasn't it, you guys? Time just melds into it, doesn't it? This was the card I made last week using them. So we're going to make another one today. And let me move all of this out of the way. Excuse me, I got a frog. So we got our dies. Now, the dies are awesome, as you can see. Do you know that there are 24 dies? 24. And my friend Patsy, who's amazing, I had no idea that this die here is drapes, like curtains. A little curtain, like a little topper. I had no idea. She's so smart. Anyway, it's got all sorts of things here. I'm not going to be using some of them. I'm not quite sure what these are. They look like chicken feet, but I know they're not chicken feet. Oh, I just noticed they have stars. Rats. I should have put some stars on my card. I'm going to make an adjustment here. Let's grab a, I don't know what they look like, but maybe we'll add some of those as a last minute entry. Anyways, I don't know what these are. Do you guys know what these are? Anybody? They look like chicken feet, but they can't be chicken feet. Maybe it's wood. Do you think it's wood or twigs? I'm not sure. Anyway, somebody let us know what they might be. Okay. Now I'm going to need an extra color now because I'm adding some stars. I don't know. Are stars yellow or should I use blue for stars? I have no idea. Is that dumb? I don't know. I'm having a moment. Somebody help me. Are they supposed to be blue? Or are they supposed to be like yellow? I don't know. We'll see when we get there. We'll see when we get there. Just deciding at the last minute to add some. It's your card. Do we want? It's true. It's true, but I just thought of it. Like I didn't even see those. So, Trisha, I'm going to do. You're right. So let's play. All right. So where are we starting? We're starting with. Let me show you where I got my card from. So trees for sale. Oops. This is the PDF that Patsy and I send to our customers when they make a purchase. So when they make a purchase in our store, any value from $1 up, they will get instructions for 6 cards. Okay. And today we're going to make the fancy fold card that Patsy designed in here. I also offer this as a class. So it's not 6 cards, it's 4 cards. And it's $20 Canadian plus $2 to mail it. So $22. And or you can purchase the PDF, which I think is $12. I have so many classes going, it's hard to keep track. Anyway, that's what we're going to make today, a card from there. So I started with, let me bring this in. We have got a piece, excuse me, and we're using a little bit different. You know how we always have the same, I always say, oh, it's the standard this. I'm just moving my camera, sorry guys. Today we're a little bit different. This is soft suede, and it is cut to 5.5. Let me just make sure I've got the right instructions. 5.5 by 11. So you're only going to get one out of this, but you're also going to get this other piece of soft suede, and it's cut 1.5 by 11. So it's not a total. And both of them are scored at, let me just make sure I've got this right. This is scored at 2 3/4 and 5.5. Okay, so we're going to fold that in half like so. Where is my, there? So it's a bit, I don't know if these are called Z cards. Somebody will know. I never know the name of these types of cards, but somebody will be. International purchase. Actually, for this one, Trisha, anyone can order the PDF. It doesn't matter where you live, Canada or the US. It's different than Anjan, the one that Anjan and I do. This is the Border Buddy one. Oh, does that drive you nuts, Jennifer? She's got her order. It's sitting in Red Deer. You want to just drive over and get it, right? And this piece is scored at 5.5 and 8 1/4, which is basically, so you've got this kind of little, got these pieces that look just like this. Okay. But we're going to be doing them this way, which is kind of contraindicated, isn't it? So what are these cards called, you guys? You guys know. Is it Z cards, as Canadians would say? Or is it Z cards? Or is it a totally different thing? Can't remember. All right. So we've cut some balmy blue because this is going to be our sky. So we're creating like a little scene here. So we have got 2 of them are cut at 2.5 by 4, and this one is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so we can go ahead and glue those on. Let's get my glue going here. Okay, you know my favorite glue is the white glue. I really am thinking that these dies will sell out. I have no inside information, absolutely no inside information. But I was saying earlier, as the demonstrators that are on this call or on this live know that we have been told everything is while supplies last. It is a Z fold. Oh, good. I think so too. I think it is too. Which I refuse to call a Z card. Okay, there we go. So now we've got some sky. That's kind of pretty. What do you think? That's good. Okay. Now, I'm going to make sure I'm doing this in the right order because Patsy's really good at explaining how to put these things together. And it makes it easier if I just follow what she tells me to do. So now I'm going to grab some basic white and the cloud punch. This punch, love this punch. It was carried forward from one of the minis, and I love it. So it's going to do 1, 2, 3, and I want one more, so I'm gonna do 4. Grab another just piece of scrap here. In the PDF, Patsy used a stamp set called Let's Set Sail. And Let's Set Sail has a stamp that says Adventure Awaits, but I don't own that one. So I grabbed one that I thought would work, and it's this one's been carried over for a few times, Campology. Have you guys seen this? Fabulous trees. Got a little tent, cookout, lantern, binoculars. And I love that it said Explore and Happy Trails. So I'm going to use that stamp set. I'm just going to use Memento ink here. So I'm going to take 2 of my little clouds. I've got this one and this one. I'm just reading my comments. Jennifer, I think you're right. I'll tell you why I think you're right. Jennifer's saying that she believes that the call it Ring of Fire, Rings of Love, DSP will sell out. And I'll tell you why I think you're absolutely right. Because of all the stuff that people can order, Hippos has been really popular. But that, I can't believe how many people are choosing that one. It is really pretty, and it's got a lot of different designs, doesn't it? So we've got Happy Trails, and then we're going to need a cloud for here. And we're going to need a cloud. I'm going to put another cloud underneath the Happy Trails, like so. And then we're going to put Explore. So that's kind of the layout we're going to go for, okay? So we can go ahead and stick those down. Happy Trails, that reminds me of, what's his name? Who's that cowboy? Old guy in the States, his wife, Dale Evans, and I don't remember what his name was, but wasn't their song Happy Trails? I can't remember. Is anybody as old as me? Someone will remember. I love you guys for that. I can count on you for reminding me of things that I forget. So now we've got Explore, Happy Trails, because we're in the woods. Now this one here, you guys, we don't want to have it glued here because then the card won't open. So we only want to glue part of this. So let's just put some glue on here, and then we can, there we go. It should be good. Make sure we're not over. Nope, we're good. Okay. All right, so that's what we've got so far. Explore and Happy Trails. Roy Rogers. Oh, how could I be so dumb? Exactly. Till we meet again. Yeah. Right. I remember Gene Autry. Oh my gosh. Wasn't Gene Autry the most decorated World War II soldier or something? Wasn't that Gene Autry? Or am I confusing him with that other little guy? I don't know. We're off on a tangent. I'm off on a Happy Trails tangent. It was Roy Rogers and Dale Evans. All right. Now we're going to do some cutting. So I've got a piece of Granny Apple, and we're going to need our dies. So let's get those. We've got these trees. So we've got a baby tree, medium tree, and a large tree. And my sisters aren't here today. They must have forgotten. You're super sleepy? Oh gosh, I'm really out of it today. I was cutting for my catalog launch yesterday, and whew, cut. It's a lot of cutting. So we're going to cut one of each for now. And let's just run that through our little baby. Okay. But I'm going to need more because this is quite a large card because it's long, right? So we're going to cut another. Let's turn this the other way. We're going to cut another. I got to look at my card here. I'm going to cut another medium. and another large. Right, there we go. All right, let's run those through. These dies are great. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that your dad's in hospital, Trisha, and so his dog's missing him, I guess, or worried. Dogs are such wonderful pets, aren't they? They really feel our pain, and the dog is probably just so out of sorts. Where is he? Where is he? Why isn't he here? Our dog gets like that too. I think certain breeds get like that. Our lab, when my husband travels, he's just out of sorts. All right, so there's our trees. Excuse me. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab these little wispy trees, because this is meant as a two-step, right? We've got the solid tree, and then you can stamp that in a darker color on top. So you could go light with this tree or stamp off, and then that one goes on top. But we're just using the little spindly pieces. And the other thing that's great about the dies is that you do actually have these that you could cut out. And remember, we did that with last week's card, where we used let me grab here, we used, right, the glitter paper to cut those tree tops, or the tops on the trees, making it look like snow. All right, so let's grab those. So here they are, 1, 2, 3. This is Granny Apple paper. We're going to use Granny Apple ink. And it's so great because you can see through, right, your photopolymer. So easy to line up, as long as I've got the right, yeah, these ones are the mediums. Medium. Okay. So it just adds a little bit of interest, doesn't it? And don't worry, Diane, remind me if I forget, but I want to put some Wink Stella on here too. But you'll remind me if I forget, because I put Wink Stella on everything, as you guys know. Okay. So we can put that away. All right. What am I missing here? Audie Murphy. Gosh, you guys are so good. We know our cowboys, don't we? Oh, yes, Audie Murphy. He's that little guy. He was in movies, but yeah, it turns out he was the most decorated World War II. Yeah. Of course he's sleeping now, Trisha. Of course he is. That's what dogs do. It's like babies. Okay, let's put some trees on here. Okay, tree. I'm not sure. On my first card, I did not pop anything up, and I'm not sure why. And I'm thinking that maybe it's because you have to put it exactly in the right spot, or it won't. I think I'll try and pop this up. I didn't pop it up originally, and I have a feeling there was a reason I didn't, but we'll see. It's going to have to be up a bit taller because we have to let it clear this piece that's going to go on. There we go. I think that'll work. Okay. All right, moving on here. We've got our tree, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick on this little piece here. So this one is a bit weird. What we're doing is we're gluing it, just this piece of it, to the front panel. And it looks weird when you're doing it, because you're thinking, why is this scored here, but we're not folding it there? We're making that Z fold, right? So we can go ahead and put this on, and I should have done this first, but that's okay. It won't matter, because it's not really going to clear those trees, or one of those trees. Put that underneath that tree. And you're lining it up right to the edge. So this little panel here is getting glued. This is free flowing. Nothing gets glued on that. And then the easiest thing I found is to put the glue on this little panel. So it's the first and last panel basically that are getting the glue. Okay. And then it folds like so. Okay. All right. Back to our regular scheduled programming. Let's put our tree on here. And if this was folded, I guess I could put it like that. Although I've got something else to add, so I think I'll move it up. I would be inclined to put it here, but I've got the little camper that I want to put there, so can't do that. And now we've got two little medium-sized ones. I want to look at my card and see what I did, because you know it has been an hour since I shot it. Okay. And we're going to put this one. And we got another little guy here. Okay, there we go. So those are our trees. Okay, and I want to also have a dog. So the stamp set has a dog. Here it is. Speaking of dogs that aren't sleeping, here's a dog. I'm going to just use Memento ink. And where is my scrape for my dog? My dog, my dog. Oh, here it is. Got a little dog here. Really want to ink it up. If you don't get it black enough, the dog, you can always use a blend to color it in, but that looks pretty good. So I'm going to do that. And then do you remember earlier I was telling you that Patsy, I don't know, I'm sure maybe you guys figured it out, but I did not. She figured out that this little die here is for a curtain topper. So we want to cut that out. We're also going to be cutting out this piece, which is actually becomes two pieces. You'll see what I mean in a minute, of the put on the camper. So let's just make this piece a little bit smaller here. Hope your dad's going to be okay, Trisha. It's a worry. And then I'm going to also be cutting out the camper, but I'm going to be cutting out it in a few different pieces. I'm going to put it together and make a camper. All right. So let's start with these three pieces and get those done. Okay. A piece here for my red top. Do you guys have those bowler campers? We have those here. One of my neighbors has one. Actually, two of my neighbors have one, which is interesting. They're kind of funny little campers, but they look fantastic. And I noticed that the ones that I've seen, I have a friend on the North Shore who owns one, and then there's two in my neighborhood, and they're all the same color. They're all like in the middle, it's always this blue color, and I'm wondering if that's just the way they were made. Are they all that color? Does anybody know? Oh, Trisha says her dad's got bronchitis. I'm glad then that he's being kept in hospital. I'm sure you are too, so they can really clobber it with some medications to keep it from progressing. Pneumonia is scary. Hopefully he'll be out soon. All right. So I've cut those pieces. Now I need my camper. Look at this cute camper. It's so cute. Okay, here it is. Oh. Now I want to cut it out of a few different colors. I want to cut it out of silver, and I want to cut it out of black. But I'm going to, because I'm using my mini here, I am going to do it with a few passes. Now, our decision about our stars. I think I'm going to use yellow for the stars. So it's a last minute decision. So we'll see if I regret it. Okay. No regrets in stamping, right? There's no regrets. Back to our scheduled program. I know, Valerie. Remember when we were kids? And now back to our regular scheduled programming. Yeah, it was. Or what was the other thing? So many of those things when we were kids. That one. And Through the Magic of Television. And then they'd bring out the finished, food item out of the oven. That wouldn't work for us, though, would it? We wouldn't want me to just say, here's all the pieces. And now, look, through the magic of television, here is the finished product. We would not like that. Okay, so we're cutting it out of silver foil because that looks like chrome, right? Anybody else popped on while I was sleeping here? Diane, Kathy. Hi, Kathy. I said hi to Janet. I think I've got everybody. Don't know where my sisters are. They've forgotten about me. Or they're out enjoying the pool or something. Okay. More stars. And I'm going to cut one more out of blue. I'm not sure I'm going to use it, but I'm going to cut one more out of blue. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it or not, but I'll cut it just in case I want a piece. Slip sliding away here. How many of you bought this stamp set and dies? Anybody other than me? It's the first thing I wanted. We interrupt this program for a break. Oh, breaking news story. Oh, that's a good one. You guys are good, yeah. It was always, someone that we, like a newscaster that we recognize, right? Like Lloyd Robertson or Walter Cronkite. Now it seems like every minute is breaking news, doesn't it? It's always a breaking news story. And then now they have that little thing that goes along the bottom, that ticker tape thing. Breaking. I kind of yawn at the breaking stories now. It doesn't seem like they're that breaking, if you want my opinion. Okay, so we've got a blue one, and we've got a silver one, and we've got a black one. Okay, so let's put these together. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off skizzers. Here we are. I'm going to cut off the hitch here. And I'm going to cut off the tire because I want to bring in the black one and have it, I'm going to punch out the windows here. I'm going to have it like this because I want my tire to be black and my hitch to be black. Does that make sense? Let's push this down. Oh, goodness, we're far away, aren't we? Okay, is that all better? And then I think I'm going to put my window in here in blue and my other little window in blue. Now you could do clear. You could just leave it open and see through, and we might do that. We'll see how it looks. And then we've got our little curtain. And then we've got these pieces. So this is kind of how it goes together. Not hard at all. Not hard at all. So there we go. It's kind of what we're going for. Isn't that cute? Oh, guess that if I brought it down. Okay. All right. I could even go a little bit lower, couldn't I? So you can see what I'm doing. There we go. I think that's good. All right, so now we just have to get glue in here. Okay. The camper is the cutest little thing. Bonanza. I used to like, I don't remember what night it was on, but it was the only night I was allowed to stay up to 8:30 because it was Bewitched was on at 8. It's funny how, and Disney's Wonderful World of Color. That was Sundays for us. And of course, I grew up in Toronto. Saturday. Wow, Saturday. Saturday was hockey night in Canada. From Newfoundland to whatever Foster Hewitt said. Followed by Juliet. See, I'm really aging myself. Who else watched Hockey Night in Canada, followed by Juliet? I bet you Diane knows what I'm talking about. The rest of you might be too young or not from Toronto, where everything was like, oh my gosh, hockey night in Canada. Okay, I want to just see something, you guys, before I proceed. I'm going to grab my card back and checking to make sure I'm in screen. Yeah, see, it's going to go here. So I'm thinking that maybe the window should be open. Do you know what I mean? So you can see the tree, but no, I'm not liking it. So I am gonna put in the window. Okay, so we can go ahead and glue this down. So I think I've got everything on here that I want. So I'm gonna go like so. Maybe down a titch, like that. And then I have to glue my window in, and I want to make sure I'm gluing it in the right way. Yeah, that looks right. Okay. Put some glue in there. Put our little window in. Curtain. Not quite a curtain, is it? It's like a little topper. Little topper. Whoop. Just squeezing. There we go. Okay. And then I've got a couple of choices. I think I'll use the blue. Well, let's see. I'm not sure. I've got a black window. I think I'll go with the black. Nah, because you know what? Then it makes sense that they're both blue, doesn't it? Put a little glue in there. Drop that puppy in there. Here we go. So that's what we've got so far. And then speaking of puppies, we have our little dog. Let's pop him up. Let's pop up a dog. I didn't grow up in BC. I grew up in Toronto. Well, I came here when I was 14 and went to high school here. But I grew up in Toronto, so that's why it was a big deal. Hockey Night in Canada, the original 6. And then I moved here in 1970, just as the Canucks that was their first year as a expansion team. And so that was kind of fun. And now I'm a Canucks fan, of course, not a Leafs fan. Oh, I'm really liking that we cut out some stars, you guys, because the original card did not have stars, and I'm liking the stars. Of course, I'm not going to like having to glue them down, but that's okay. And just laying them out to see where I want them. Oop. There. I think that looks good. What do we think? I think so. Stars are good. Oh, and I see I'm out of frame. So what I'm going to do is move it over and raise it up, because there's no point if you can't see the whole card. There we go. Move it up a titch. There we go. Okay, now my least favorite part, because my fingers are getting gluey. Going to be looking, there it is, for my take a pic. And I'm just gonna, might be a little painful, but we'll get there. Just gonna put my little glue dots on there. My glue, not a glue dot, but a glue, you know what I'm trying to say, you guys. Wondering if, let's move it over here. These are cute stars. You can't see these stars up close. Maybe I'll hold one up and you can see. But they are, let me grab one. They have, oh, I don't think you're going to be able to see it, but they're embossed. So they're not just flat. That's what I'm trying to say. They are embossed, which is cool. This isn't that hard. When you have a take a pick tool, except it's now stuck to my finger because my hand is probably sweaty. Here we go. Oh dear. People going away on holidays this year. I haven't been able to do that in so long. I'm a little wary. I was going to go home and visit my daughter who lives in Toronto. And I don't know, these airport stories are kind of scaring me right now. Maybe I'll wait, let them figure it out. Nope, got glue where I didn't want it. All right, so there we go. Happy trails. Boop. What do we think? So that's our card. I'm glad we added the stars. That was good. And we've got our little, isn't that cute? Our little camper, our little dog. So cute. Cute. Okay, so that's what it looks like from the top. I'm going to move up my camera so you can see. So that's what it looks like. We've got the Z fold. Super cute. Could put more trees here. I think what I'll do is when I'm finished, I think we'll add some more trees here because I think it needs a little bit more. Oh, Wink Costella. Oh my gosh, Diane, thank you. Okay, Wink Costella is going on my trees. Ooh, that was a close call. And I'm gonna put a couple more here, more trees. Okay, well, that's way better. But don't you think we need more trees there? You know what? Let's just add some more trees. I'm making an executive decision. Whoever said it earlier, Trisha said it's my card. I can do what I want. It's like, it's your party. Let's grab some more trees. I'm going to do a medium one and a little one. I think it's just finishing it off a little bit. And it's so fast and so easy. So why shouldn't we stop and do that, right? Okay. Go. If you wanted to, you guys could also make this card by using different color green for different colored, trees to just might give it a little bit more dimension. So maybe add a garden green tree, something like that, or a pear pizzazz, something like that. And we'll just add our bits here. Thanks for hanging in with me today. I'm a little bit longer, but this card's got a little bit more pieces to it. And I know you don't mind. I really appreciate you coming on a Sunday morning. Put our Wink of Stella on. Gosh, Diane, that was a close call. All right. Here we go. Let's just add a tree there. And just thinking, do I want it popped up? Maybe. I guess there's no harm. I don't know if there's any harm. Sometimes I do things and it's like, we shouldn't have done that. There we go. Oh, that looks, okay, I'm sorry, but that looks way better. That looks better. What do you think? Right, guys? Now we've got a continuation. We had this poor area of the world with no trees. There we go. Oh, love that. Right? Guys loving that? Okay. So that was my card for today. Here was the original card in the PDF. And of course, you can add more trees. And the little camper, I used a window sheet so you could see through, but I'm not sure I like that. So I think I like this one better. It's a fab card, and Valerie, all props go to my border buddy, Patsy Waggoner, who designed this card. All I did was add some stars and some extra trees, and I did change out the camper to be a different design. But otherwise, it's her idea. But that's what's great, isn't it, about finding things online, is casing it, copying and sharing everything, and selectively editing. I guess this card would be in a selective edit. Let me show you a few more cards that I received recently in a swap, because they're gorgeous. Now let me just make sure. So the first one uses the stamp set and dies from the Regal Reindeer Bundle. Look at this. This card was designed by my sister Mo Dickey, and we've got a bunch of things going on here. We've got that whimsical 3D embossing folder. Look at the detail in this die. It's cut out of the silver. Isn't that gorgeous? This paper. Oh my gosh, this paper, you guys. Oh my goodness, I should have had the name, but I'm going to go look it up because I can, because it's easy to look up. It is a vellum, snowflake vellum, specialty vellum, and it is, oh my gosh, look how gorgeous it is. Doesn't that look like a snowstorm? And this is raised. It's like almost like little felt. It's so pretty. Is that pretty? Love that one. So that's my sister's Mo's card. And then another stamp bundle. Actually, it's a suite. Boughs of Holly suite. Have you guys seen this? Oh my gosh. It's on page 24. Let me just bring in the, look at these cards. Is that gorgeous? Okay, so I got two to show you. The first one was by my other sister, Ellie Blake. And she's used the designer series paper here, the Boughs of Holly. And then look at this label. That's one piece. Isn't that gorgeous? Love that. And the pretty ribbon with the gold trim. So pretty. And then this one is from the swap, also using the same Boughs of Holly. And it's by my friend Lena. Really gorgeous. Lots of shimmer in this. This ribbon, I think this ribbon gets lost in the main catalog. This was a ribbon that was originally in the July to December last year's catalog, the mini, and it was put with the Halloween products. And then it was brought back in the January, and then now it's in the main catalog, and it is gorgeous. And it's perfect for Christmas. So it's like a netting, like a web. It's beautiful. So that's the Boughs of Holly. And then I'll share these over the next few weeks. And then here's an adorable card by my team member, Colleen Vassos. Look at this. It's a Yeti. And her daughter loves Yetis. And so Colleen made this really sweet card. And she pointed out, and I don't know if you can see it, but this is for you, Diane. She went around the edge of this DSP with Winkastella, and she's gone around the Yeti, the outside of the Yeti. And I don't think you can see it, but this edge, it's unbelievably beautiful with that Winkastella. It's hard to pick up things. And there's that vellum paper again that looks like snow. So fabulous. So those are 4 cards I received in a swap, and I'll be sharing more of them with you. And here's our card. Yeah, I'll just kind of put that like that so you can see it, because it's flopping up here, isn't it? Oh well, just do it like that. That's okay. There we go. Isn't that cute? So cute. Back over. What have we got to say for ourselves as we're winding up here? Could you put some trees in front so they pop out when the card is open? Oh, I see what you're saying, like on the front. You could, but then I think if I understand what you're asking, Kathy, is do you mean maybe on this piece? If I do that, then when you open it, you're going to see it's just going to be the back, and it's going to look kind of goofy. You'd have to maybe sandwich 2 together to make it look a little bit neater, if I'm understanding what you're meaning, which I might not be. The bottle set, Valerie. I have that, but I haven't played with it yet. I haven't had time. Thanks, Carol. It is super cute. It's thank you, Patsy, because she designed the original, and then I just cased and changed it because we're border buddies. So if anybody, I don't think anybody on my call today is from the United States, but if you are and you make a purchase in Patsy's store, which is Stamps to Die For, you will receive a PDF with 6 cards featuring this. And of course, if you're Canadian and you do the same thing, I'll send you it. And as I mentioned at the beginning, you can purchase the takeaway card kit for 4 of these cards. I select 4 out of the 6. and I cut out all the materials and send it to you. That's $22, including postage. Or you can purchase the PDF, which is $12, and that's Canadian or US can purchase it. It's a bit different than the one classes I run with Ange. Okay, so I think I've answered everybody's question. Yeah, I think so. Oh, I think I've got all the questions. Hi, Gail. How are you today? You just popped in there at the last minute. Go back and watch the replay. We're a little bit later today, but it was a little bit more involved card. Okay. Oh, and sorry. Saturdays. Every Saturday, Patsy Waggoner and I post a card featuring our product of the month, and our product of the month is the trees for sale. So check out our blogs. So stampstodiefor.com is Patsy's, and mine is Stamp Crazy with Alison. So .com or .ca will work. Okay, that's great. Thanks, you guys. Have a super day. I hope you get some crafting in, and I'll see you guys back here on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. Until then, have a great week. Bye for now.